we can just wrap it up. Kind of like how I left it. I don't know if you listened to this week episode. I kind of left a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah.
Before we had started. So
yeah, it was cold actually. I like the way you did that too.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother.
But hey,
are we doing that then now or not?
Hey, this already recording. On my side, I always record.
I hit recording already too. You know what I'm saying?
And we good to go.
Thugger was denied bond.
Thugger, no, bro.
He going, bro. He going to jail.
Bro.
Hey, what did he say? Lock his ass up.
No,
Lock his ass
hey.
up. You're going to jail.
Man. That's tough,
I'm sorry, bro.
Didn't Scott Peterson got off, didn't he? They let him walk for a little bit.
Scott Peterson is white, my boy. The rules are different.
They're very different.
Do they take your assets when it's a RICO case too?
They'll
take everything. Yeah, you're right. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Hey, no, if he's smart, he gonna pass it over the bird.
Yo, that's like picking up that card in Monopoly. It's like, you got to go back.
Or go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go to jail. Rico's gonna be playing, but it's the federal Ricos that be for real. But like,
that's when you need to start reevaluating your life for real.
My homeboy worked for the feds. He legitimately told me this.
What's his name?
I can't tell nobody. That's why I said my homeboy. He worked for the feds, bro.
So I can know not to be around.
This what he told me. He said the reason why federal cases are almost 100% accuracy
is 99.9.
We don't come for somebody
until they know what's up,
bro. 100% you can't get out of it. 100%. You're gonna plead out. There's no other way, bro. We gonna get you in this room. You gonna snitch on the next person, bro. Because what we got on you, we might well get a needle in the chair right now.
Damn, bro.
That's terrible, dog. That is terrible, man. Stay out the streets, bro.
Here's the worst part, though. I do feel a way about this, though. They knew stuff was going down in 2012, and they let 50 bodies catch up.
Bro, that's exactly what I had seen on Twitter, and I liked it. And I was like, what? When are we gonna start addressing the fact that feds is just like letting this just happen for so long? Like, I think after the first one, that's pretty. But is it the lack of evidence?
No, they have it.
You know exactly why they letting it happen, bro.
Exactly, because it's black bodies, bro.
Yes, they don't care about
they don't
like
go.
They don't care.
That's why somebody said has a KKK got a RICO?
No,
never.
I have not seen that. That's a fair point.
Black Klansman was the closest thing we got, and that was a movie, and it was based on a true story, but we don't know. Yeah. Anyways.
It's wild out here in the street. I'm trying to find that damn video, man.
Hey, y'all might be onto something.
Oh, we definitely onto something.
No, I think we've been kind of knowing that one, but I just can't believe it, man. All these rappers just getting locked up, bro.
Stop rapping about what you're doing in real life, bro.
Yeah.
Golly.
It's gotta stop. We gotta stop glorifying them, man.
Just lie. Just lie.
Man, back in the day, I mean, and I hate to say like it was cool, but it was so many rappers that was capping. And they was doing all right. Yeah, they was signing terrible deals, but like at the end of the day,
we don't care, bro.
I think the most successful rappers that are currently out right now that aren't caught up in a RICO that we know of, they done switched over and said, "I'm good, bro.
Drake,
I'm good."
Be acting like he's
chilling.
hard.
Drake,
bro. Drake never was in that shit though.
Somebody would slap Drake and Drake probably wouldn't do nothing.
Drake was never.
I'm not saying all that.
Shit, he was never.
I ain't saying all that. Drake could probably get somebody touched. I definitely believe so. But
no. There's a difference. There's a difference though. He was never involved in the shit. He can always get someone touched. I mean, that's obvious.
Anybody would.
I think his clout is so big that
we already know. Hush got the gun, bro. He already said it, bro. Hush got the gun, bro. CJ got the credit cards. That we already know.
Oh, you do?
Nah, not me.
I thought CJ had the weed. Hush got a gun.
Who got the credit cards?
I don't know. Devonte.
I thought I was.
And he was CJ with a lot of ones.
That's crazy, man.
I don't know, man. These rappers is any rappers that are listening, lie. Please lie.
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 Or Go get ghost
Hold on, wait.
writers, bro.
We are not qualified to give legal advice. Let's go ahead.
Legal advice? This is not legal advice. This is not legal advice.
I'm talking about in your raps.
Oh.
Stop doing crimes.
Absolutely.
Okay, y'all remember that Boondocks episode?
Which one?
No, listen. Remember, I think it was Gangstalicious. He was on the stage rapping, talking about some, I don't care what they say, smacked up your mom like I smacked up Johnny Gillis. You know what I'm talking about? What he said, hit him with the Hennessy, and they locked him up.
Yeah.
This is a Boondocks episode. Stop rapping about the crimes you did in real life. They using them.
Hey, you know who's never gonna get locked up, bro? Kyle's never gonna be locked up.
100%, boy. That boy
Kyle, bro.
Oh yeah. It's certain rappers you listen to.
Love his music, bro. I know he ain't never going to jail. That's all I'm saying.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood,
he
man.
ain't going.
Knock on wood.
Going.
But I mean, it's just you gotta just start thinking what you're saying, man. I think they need to start hiring like ghostwriters, like you were saying, that review your lyrics before you slap them on wax. Like you have to. Yeah, like
not even ghostwriter. Just hire a lawyer, bro.
Okay, cool.
Just have your lawyer look at your shit just real quick. Just real fucking quick. Does this like I'm admitting something? Let me take that one out.
I was watching Academics, bro, and that man said something like I can't remember word for word, but it kind of made me like, bruh. He was like, them lyrics that y'all said, boy, they go hard when Metro Boomin got the beat on it. He said, but in court,
it don't.
Instrumentals, boy. Like you in there, acapella, bro. You in there just talking, and I was just like, oh my God, Academics hit the nail on that one. Like,
boy,
bro, your lyrics.
They gonna read that whole out loud just like this. Hold on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I got your ass.
Academics was like, God.
On Running, they gonna say something like this. It says that closet is for your wife, that hookah is for your wife. I'm Slaughter Gang. Let the record show that's him.
Female genitalia.
You know I brought my knife.
So he was stabbed 13 times.
Bro, exactly. He said it too. And when he said, if you want to, what did he say? If you want to whack, it's gonna cost 5 nickels. Something like that. Anyway, and he said, Desert Eagle bullet same size as a pickle. Hey, why are you killing people?
That's not
You're rapping about it, bro.
They getting Grammys too, man. And
okay.
last thing I'll say, I think another part of the problem is these bloggers, to an extent, they like giving straight up detailed information, bro. And it's out there,
professional snitches,
and people are going to benefit from it. They're gonna want to make bread from it. They're gonna talk their stories. But man, they be like, I think what was his name? I can't remember. Is it Hip Hop Daily, Hip Hop News? Vlad be interviewing you.
Vlad is the Fed. Stop interviewing with Vlad. Stop doing it.
Hip Hop Daily, bro. He literally like creates like whole stories. Like you watch, like literally, I knew about the whole Thug situation strictly from that video. Like him and Lucci beefing. Like it goes from beginning to end. And then I think what he does when they get indicted, every time, bro, he updates it. I'll be like, wow. Like it's on the internet, and so it's just
journalism,
like, bro, literally journalism for the streets. That's crazy. Where are we, bro?
So they don't teach us classes.
This is wild.
That's all
they don't, man. They don't.
All right, Bree, start us.
Plot twist. Hold on.
You
don't go into the traditional institution, so you have to outsource to make a bread, and how you can.
Yeah, I mean that's what everybody doing, but
why are we rapping about it, man?
Yeah, just stop rapping about it.
All the shit I write songs about is fake. I only wrote one real song in my entire damn life, and it was about Katie. The other shit, I don't live that shit. I'm lying.
Corey ending this convo wholesome, like, all right.
Put the guns out your videos, man. They are
take the gun, bro.
They reading.
Don't put the murder weapon in a video. Why would you use the murder weapon?
Serial numbers right on there, like as soon as you flash it.
That one was stolen. Listen, if I'm a video cameraman, as I am, if I pull up to the shoot and I see somebody pull a gun, bro, I'm out. Boy.
I'm head out.
Oh my God, bro.
We just want to get the best advice to the young fellas out there. We be really getting with y'all music, and y'all be out of there in like 5 years.
I'm saying, bro.
Help us help you. We gonna keep y'all blowing up, but y'all gotta stay alive and stay out of jail. So
and he was trying to apparently they were trying to get people touched in jail too.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
They shot up Wayne Bus and was trying to get old buddy touched in prison. It's tough.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's tough.
2012, bro. That's scary.
I saw somebody else say at RIP. I saw somebody else said it was only a couple months ago that I actually realized that King Von was really a shooter who just rapped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, Von told y'all that though. Von was blatantly saying it, which, you know, again, yes, RIP, but if Von was here to this day, he would be in jail. Like he had a murder case, literally, like they was waiting on him, and then they finally got the evidence and they was about to put it on him. And I was like, oh wow, like the timing. So, but he escaped that one. But
what did Hov say? Did I tell you sell drugs? No, Hov did that, so hopefully y'all don't have to go through that.
Yeah, got the blueprint.
Man, the GOAT.
Well, that was a nice little warm up. But you know, those who are listening, welcome to the Four Fouls podcast. Tune in, don't foul out. Hey everyone, it's me, Briana. Some people call me Bree. These four fouls do. But y'all don't get to. Let's get everyone introduced. Cori.
What up, what up, what up? Don't get no Ricos, man.
Luis.
Hi.
What is wrong with this dude?
Bro, I don't know nothing about no gang violence. I can't contribute. I stay quiet the whole time, bro. Privileged.
Anyways, what's good, y'all? Shout out to the WNBA season so far. It's pretty intense. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Bree?
Who's next? Oh.
Bree, you damn, Bree.
Go ahead.
Hello.
CJ, go ahead.
She's saying, CJ, hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Glad to be here for another week. Let's get it going. If Bree's able to talk.
I did talk. You didn't hear me? Anyway.
Nah, we ain't hear nothing.
And we have Chardae also here, our producer. You can't see her, but she's here.
What up?
There you go. You heard her. Let's get started with our first quarter. On the big podcast with Shaq, Spice Adams mentioned that he believes Rudy Gobert can lock up Shaq, stating, I think Rudy Gobert can hold you to like 12 points. Shaq responded by saying, 12 points? Yeah, in the first 3 minutes. If three-time defensive player of the year isn't able to defend the big diesel, it begs the question, are there any current NBA players that can lock up Shaq? That's my question.
The answer emphatically is the GOAT. No, I'm just joking. The answer is no. Do y'all remember watching Shaq?
Yes.
Bro, I remember watching Shaq even in his prime. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna prove my point just by saying this. It's what is the term called? Hack or what?
Hack Shaq.
They created a defense where you would legitimately foul him because he couldn't shoot free throws. If Shaq can shoot free throws, there's no way he's not the GOAT.
He would have been the all-time leading point scorer in NBA history.
Go if he can shoot free throws, because one, you weren't gonna foul him, right? This man was unstoppable, legitimately unstoppable. And you could even say like, "Oh, we put Giannis on him," and Giannis might give him fits, but bro, Shaq was something different, bro. He was something different. He was so powerful, unstoppable, and he had quick feet. And I mean, he was just solid, bro. There's nobody stopping Shaq, bro. Nobody in today's NBA, nobody in the old NBA. Now, when he got old, he's playing for the Celtics and stuff. All right.
The Suns. Y'all remember that?
Yes, bro.
Hey, no, he was pretty good with the Suns, though.
Shaq was just enjoying life at that time. It was so cool.
Right.
The
Cavs. We talking prime young Shaq with the Magic and the Lakers?
Yeah. No.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't nobody.
Hell, even the Heat. We forgetting the Heat.
Yeah, for real. I'm
That's
sorry for the
crazy.
disrespect. Big Diesel, the Big Aristotle, all your other 50 nicknames. You are if you knew how to shoot, GOAT.
I would just say I can't really disrespect the man that was named after, so I would look crazy. But if I had to just pick a fight, somebody currently who maybe, and this is such a slight maybe, Joel Embiid can maybe put up a decent fight, but is he locking him down? No. So I will have to also agree that nobody is locking Shaq up. I also would give a good argument if we had the nutritionists and all the things that we have now compared to back in the day, Shaq would have been playing for a pretty much longer time and even been healthier to the point where he would have maybe created more opportunities and other skill shots and tricks he could have had added to his arsenal. But like even without that, Shaq was literally living his best life, being a rapper, being sponsored by McDonald's, and just grilling foods, barbecue chicken, bro. Literally started there. Like, come on, bro.
Barbecue chicken alert.
Man's made Patrick Ewing and all types of players just sick, man. Like, literally, Charles Barkley and him still got beef to this day about all stuff.
That's why
and it's the best TV. It's the best when it comes to analysts and like basketball, bro. They gonna give you what you want, but like even Barkley be bothered because he knows Shaq was that dude, and sometimes it's just hard to admit because Shaq be talking his talk. But he also walked the walk. So.
Yeah, he did for sure. And he was in Kazam. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
Come on.
What was the movie where he was just like, he ate like the burger? Oh, Good Burger.
Oh, yeah.
When they delivered
like, hey, bro, I ordered tomatoes. I don't see no tomatoes on this burger.
Oh, man. Shaq, what a legend.
Hey, man, I'm just going to say this because, I agree with y'all. I don't think there's not anybody in this day and age that could guard him. But I also think that the way Shaq played, because there's the way people play now, you know, we've seen it in the Suns Mavs series. Too many flopping, you know what I'm saying? As soon as he busts back, bro, everybody going to be flying. So he may not be as efficient as he was back in the day. But if it was a straight up one-on-one, ain't nobody holding that, man. Not even close. He said it. He said, one-on-one, I take that shit personally. So take that for what it is.
It's disrespectful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It is very. Lemon pep step.
Spurs handled him just fine.
Oh, wow.
What?
Who playing from the Spurs? Hold on.
What?
He has the Greg Popovich Bible? Let me read.
Do I need to bring up some footage of the Admiral?
Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, but I say, isn't one of the coldest video highlights is him dunking on the Admiral?
Yeah,
That's true.
Stop playing, bro.
But Tim Duncan not there though, right?
What you mean?
And then,
he not dunking on Tim Duncan like that.
I guarantee you I can find a video of Tim Duncan on.
Tim Duncan.
Hold on.
You don't think Shaq can dunk on Tim Duncan?
That's not what I'm saying. God
damn.
100 on 10.
Well, what you saying then? You saying
I know, bro.
Damn, it's warm outside. What? There's a meteorite.
Nah. What you saying?
Global warming is too extreme.
What you saying is, it's rocks falling from the sky. We said it's meteors. You talk about no, that's not what I said. I said rocks.
I said was the Spurs handled him fine. That's all I said.
Hey, you know that
highlight
I was just talking about?
Yeah.
Tim Duncan was also on the court and actually trying to defend him on that play.
Listen, man, I said the Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs was on the court too.
Spurs is on the court too.
Yeah. What you mean? Come on, man.
What you mean, Ron?
How many?
Tim Duncan got 5. No. Anyway, I think the only person that could really put some defense on Shaq in their prime probably be Dwight Howard.
Oh, don't say that. He gonna get so mad.
I'm telling you. Him, and I think I would agree with you, Devonte. Like Joel Embiid would probably be
give a good fight. Yeah,
work. You know, the shooting ability. You know, he still has that strength and the power. But I think those are probably the only 2 people. I mean, you can make a case for Boogie based on strength, but I mean, Boogie gonna be tired after 3 minutes.
I think you can give a case for Boogie based on attitude. And I think here's my thing, right? Because like we talking prime Boogie. The problem with prime Boogie is I think Shaq's his the matchup there is Boogie wouldn't be scoring, but I do think Embiid would be scoring on Shaq. I do think Embiid would score on Shaq.
The Kings really wasted much of that man's life.
No, Boogie. You didn't think Boogie would score on Shaq?
I think that
Boogie would score, bro.
I think prime Shaq. Prime Shaq. I'm talking when I think prime Shaq, I'm thinking like first couple of years with the Magic. Bro.
Nah,
those 3 minutes are gonna be lethal.
Listen, I feel you because
Boogie was nice.
Prime Shaq was cold too. He can run the floor.
Yeah.
But Boogie get busy, Boogie's outside. Boogie was outside in versus inside out. Shaq was inside out.
That's true. That's a good point. I do forget that Boogie didn't have a shot. That is true.
Them Kentucky days was whew. That man was nice, bro.
Did he run it with y'all?
He just went to Sacramento, man. That's all it was. He should have went got traded, demanded or something. I don't know, because now he despises that team.
It's getting ridiculous.
It's getting. I know you see this. It's getting ridiculous.
It's getting ridiculous.
But yeah, no, not Brooklyn. He was with the Nuggets. No, he's with the Nuggets.
He's with the Nuggets now?
Bro, he actually played very well too.
He did when they put him
played
in.
very well, yeah. And he was, bro. That was like he said. It's getting ridiculous. Refs target DeMarcus Cousins, bro. Like they know they're like, oh, I just got to do one foul. And he gonna be mad as hell.
They must have some.
It's
sort
like
of
Draymond
or something.
Yeah. So, but speaking on the White though, man, you tripping on that? Shaq. That's the one matchup he wants so bad. Like he want to just show everybody. Remember they kept calling Dwight Superman.
Never reacted to anybody else. Shaq really don't be reacted to anybody else until everybody was like, "Hey, yo, that's Superman." Ooh. And that's when he took it personally.
But here's the thing,
that's the threat.
All Shaq has to do is call him a mama's boy, and he gonna be crying, and he not gonna be about it.
But here's the
Shaq
thing,
would
bro.
break his ass down mentally, bro.
Here's the thing: in the post, when Dwight was Dwight,
man,
oh no,
he really was a lot like Shaq. Like legitimately,
the magic Shaq too.
This is the reason why I hated Dwight Howard.
Because he had
on any given day, that man could give you 20 and 10, 25 and 12. On every night, he could give you that. And he would just like goof off. You know what I'm saying? He would only turn it on. I hate that. I hate players like that, bro. Give me what you know you're supposed to give me. That's why I actually still like Kyrie. At least I know I'm gonna give him Kyrie. I mean, if he go to the game.
Yeah, you gotta be there first.
You gotta do a coin flip to make sure he even suited
up. Don't get on the Twitch.
Okay, I'm about to
Kyrie, you're so
Hey, Kyrie on Twitch now, bro. Hey, we can talk about it on my Twitch.
Louis like, don't start
with this man. Next thing you know, we 45 minutes into the podcast talking about why the Earth is not flat. Nah, I'm not trying to do that right now,
bro. Time out.
I will pull up Google Maps right fucking now.
Why did Katie just send me a picture of a rat outside my apartment?
Huh?
A rat, boy, a whole.
Is there turtles nearby?
6'9", bro, 6'9" outside the apartment, bro.
Oh my lord!
Not 6.
Time to move.
It's
time
to
move.
It's, hot outside,
boy.
That'd be out.
Where he come from though? Because if he in my house, hey,
who's that creeping in my window?
Go ahead, call Peter, because that boy dead. That boy dead. Ain't gonna be humane either, boy. What a rat poison. I'm gonna wake up, he be on the porch like that. I don't play that, bro.
What you killing Chuck E. Cheese?
Stuart.
Hey, Stuart Little, Ratatouille, whatever you want to call him.
Little Remy trying to come cook dinner.
Whatever you want to call him. Hey, rat getting gone, boy. My dad, this is a true story real quick. This true story, bro. We at my aunt's house. My aunt got a pool. She live in Mansfield. And this is where I'm growing up. Mind you, my dad from New York. So, the New York rats, he used to that. So
the New York cats.
You know how to, exactly. You know how, like, in nice houses, the people got pools. They got the little thing where they can keep the pool stuff in, like floaties and stuff like that. So they trying to pull stuff out and throw it in the pool.
No.
My aunt go in there, pull out one of the noodles, and she sees a couple rats in there. They go crazy. All the women going crazy, screaming, "It's a rat! It's a rat!" My dad said, "Hey, give me that 2x4."
Oh.
He asked my aunt. He said, "You got a towel that you don't want?" She said, "Yeah, she got a towel." My dad took all the stuff out. That's how you know this shit gangster, bro. Took all the stuff out the thing. The rats is on the bottom. He threw the towel on the rats and started going at him. Like, bro, blood just going on the towel.
That's gross.
Oh, he said, bro, we used to do this in New York all the time.
I was gonna say that was not his first time.
No, not even a little bit. How you think that quick?
Before we start,
boy said, "Give me that 2x4 in the towel. That's all you need." I'm going to town. That's what this rat finna get, my boy. I got a 2x4.
Damn.
Anyway, story time.
Show up.
I'm at a loss. That wraps up our first quarter.
Hey.
Second quarter. So much has happened in the NBA world, just like in that conversation just now. Since our last episode, the Suns, Heat, and Warriors, who are currently playing Game 6 against Memphis, all lead their respective series. And Boston and Milwaukee are currently playing to break the deadlock. My question is, Fouls, what is the biggest story from the second round of the playoffs?
Can I take it from you, CJ?
Go
Just
ahead.
for a little bit.
Go ahead.
I'm starting to like this rivalry that we're getting from Phoenix and Mavs. If Devin and Luka don't like each other, I love it. I love it. Let's be honest. Like they say it all the time. We in a friendly league right now. Everybody's brothers. Everybody follow each other on Instagram, social media. They hanging out. They kicking it. When back in the day, man, you wasn't doing that. Which, hey, we like the brotherhood. We like, especially in times right now, pandemic, we and all that. We need that, that brotherhood. But sometimes we need that little frisk rivalry right now. And I believe Devin Booker and Luka can definitely keep this super intense. It's going to make the NBA very, very special down the road. And we thought it was going to be like the Luka and Trae Young, but Luka and Trae cool. They'll still drop 30 on each other, but like they ain't got no bad blood. And I think after this series, depending on the outcome, somebody's still going to have some hate, like no matter what happens. And I'm really excited for that. And I'm really hoping Mavs can pull through. Phoenix needs some humble pie, but I also get it. They want one for CP3. CP3 want one really bad. And so, hey, can't help but root for him, but I'm also rooting against them because it's Dallas, man. So.
It's good. I like that. I'll say this, man. I think I've always enjoyed a series in which you really don't know what's gonna happen next. And I gotta say, the Celtics and Bucks series, while I still have my Bucks coming out of the East, I'm really unsure, bro. Like it actually, I'm really impressed by the Celtics and their rise. I think that team right there looks like it's going to come up in the next couple of years. It's going to be really difficult for anybody to beat them in a series, especially the Bucks. So, I love that game the other night. I thought Al Horford, 36, 35, one or the other, putting buckets on.
When you be saying like poverty franchise, that's what I be thinking about. Not necessarily that they always losing, is that they're always making the wrong decisions.
They can't figure it out.
I think that's the Knicks, bro. The Knicks.
The Knicks are the definition of.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're the Detroit Lions of the NBA. Like literally.
100%. And here's the worst thing, bro.
The Pistons are out there.
I grew up.
The Pistons. The Pistons recently won a championship, though.
Yeah, I'm about to say you got to realize
Detroit Lions
the Pistons
have
got the
never
bad
won a
boy
championship.
Pistons in their history, bro. Detroit.
Yeah.
Ain't got
Talk
nothing,
about.
Yeah.
They
But
got
we not
Barry.
gonna sleep on the Knicks either, though, because the Knicks had GOAT teams as well. But my point is
Where's
that
the
you can't
championship?
be. You said what?
It was the championship is what I'm saying.
No. I'm not saying that they. First off, the Bad Boys Pistons weren't winning championships back to back.
I know, but
But they still are recent and relevant and something you can hold on to.
Right.
And then let's not forget the Ben
And
Wallace.
which version of the Bad Boy Pistons?
That's
too?
the recent. That's the recent I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
But we're not talking. But I'm saying, bro, you want to go to the Latrell Sprewells, Stephon Marbury, even back with Larry Johnson, my boy Dennis, and everybody else. The Knicks had GOAT teams, bro.
Jeremy
and some
Lin.
players who, even Linsanity. You just
Linsanity.
can't be. The reason why they're poverty franchise to me is you can't be the mecca of basketball. I said the mecca meaning NBA. Everybody knows mecca basketball is Indiana, but like the mecca is New York. Okay, you can't be the mecca. And every year y'all just like boo boo. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. You can't do that.
Struggling, man.
You can't do that. I mean, I can understand.
Melo couldn't even get it done, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Melo was fighting for his life, but that was when Braun was in the East too. So
they
could not happen.
Could you imagine Bron in Madison Square Garden every year, bro? Every single year winning championships.
Their market would be so large.
Kobe almost went. Remember Kobe almost went?
Yeah.
Remember Spike Lee did the commercial? Bro, I was sick when that happened. I was like, oh no, Kobe's about to be a Knick. But it didn't
They would have
happen.
got them a chip too. What?
But LeBron would have went to New York. Or what do you think about how you think it would have played out if Zion would have got if New York would have had number 1 overall that year and got Zion?
Zion would still be exactly where the hell he at right now.
He'd be playing right now. Healthy, fit.
I think so too.
Absolutely not.
I agree with
for
Luis.
the Knicks.
I think yes.
No.
He rather would play for the Knicks than he would the Pelicans. The reason why it's coming out now that I believe, just opinion, that Zion now wants to play for, the Pelicans and stuff now is because he's seen that, this team is actually good. They was not playing when they said they're going to go get me help. McCollum is a bucket. Brandon Ingram is coming into his own. We still got players that's hurt. I mean, and we still just trying to figure it out, and they were still winning.
The reason why I said no is because it's just based on his injury base. That's it. The man plays so explosive at his weight, and he don't come down correctly. Y'all seen the way he be walking and stuff like that. That man was finna be carrying the load in New York.
Yeah.
And was finna be injured again. So that boy would have been doing the same damn thing. He would have been 3 injuries in right now instead of 2.
Dang. Man, Zion can't be a bust, bro. I will be so sad. I would be so sad, bro. Because the world and the media forced that on us so hard. So it was like bound to accept it. Yeah,
hold on. Not as hard as they forced Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker on us.
I don't know, bro.
Definitely. Zion was way worse.
Zion was way worse.
I would say they even tried to force Mac McClung on
Twitter, Instagram, bro.
That was bad.
That was kind of annoying too, even though he's a South Bay Laker. But who? Mac. Why you say it like that, dog?
Who? Like Snoop Dogg?
Mac McClung. He went to Tech, Georgetown. And then he hit the transfer portal again, and then decided to go to the league. Dude, not bad. I think he's very underdeveloped, but I feel like he's gonna have a future in the league. It's just gonna be a minute. Bro. He need to just G League it up for a while. So
3 universities and you still underdeveloped?
Nah, bro, chill out.
That's 3 coaching staffs. I just don't know how many.
But then you can't blame him for some of them because Georgetown, that just didn't work out. Georgetown. They have Patrick Ewing. They have Patrick Ewing. I just don't know. That didn't work out. So, you always get your one transfer where it's like, okay, cool. But, when people say the second one's like, all right, bro, eventually it's you. Well, the second transfer, he lost. What's y'all coach name for UT now? Chris Beard?
Chris Beard, yeah.
Yeah, he lost his coach. And so he lost him. And so, therefore, he went to enter the portal again. And he was just kind of like, yeah.
He left Tech before Chris Beard went to UT.
Really?
Yeah. Chris Beard was there his last year.
Oh, never mind.
Because they went to the Final Four, right? They went to the finals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Chris Beard. Y'all was a coach.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was trying to save him, bro, but it's all good. Hey, he'll develop somehow. I definitely feel like
it's on him. Sound like it's on him.
It's the process. It's the process, and I hope they get that figured out. But anyways, Zion was definitely
the process.
way more force than any other player.
Oh my God, Zion, playoffs, bro! How the hell did we get there?
Because this is the way we roll now. We talk our talk.
Yeah. All right, Bree, what's up?
Let's take a quick halftime, and perfect timing because everybody getting calls today. First CJ, then Cori. But maybe people are trying to plug in their advertisement because that's exactly what halftime is for. If you want to talk about a small business you're doing or just want to advertise yourself, let us know. We'll plug you in, and we have one that we plug right now, which is Cori's Corner. Cori, you want to talk about it?
Yes, I do. Listen, Cori's Corner is not just a TikTok page, okay? It is very expansive. We are moving into different realms, and I need you to be there. So go on TikTok first and follow me there, or you can do it on YouTube, wherever you want to, Twitch. On here, Cori's Corner, okay? We talk about sports, learn sports. We talk about community. Also, I just dropped my first sponsored ad, okay? But it's honestly for an app that I like. It's called Omada. It's a sports kind of like betting app, but it's for free. They give you coins every day. You can wager those coins on the lines that they present for the game. So download Omada.
Now when I drop this episode.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Download Omada. You can even, I got like a friend code, so I'll give you that friend code, or I'll put it in the episode notes or whatever it may be if you want to add me on there. But if you want to just jump in and bet on games for free 99, you don't have to use your own money. They give you 20 coins a day. You can wager them coins for the free. Join Omada, join my group. But you only get there if you follow Cori's Corner. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
My man. So proud of you, bro.
I'd like to make the Four Fouls podcast is not sponsored by Omada. Everything is reserved for Cori's Corner and Incorporated. hey, we talking about the other socials though. Hey, listen, y'all, listen now. In about a week, I'm gonna be starting up the Master Spinner Gaming channel on Twitch. If you like to game, you like to hang out, like to play different games, I'm gonna try to variety stream. If you like black content creators, bro, I'm gonna have it all for you. Master Spinner on Twitch. Find me
CJ,
there.
you black?
Excuse me?
I'm just messing with you. I'm just joking. CJ definitely black, y'all.
No colorism here, sir.
That was a joke.
Listen. Hey, yo, no. Hey, so, listen now. One other thing, though, I told y'all last week. I'm going to tell y'all again, they starting to get some sales right now. Let's go Flor Encendida. If you need some cooking oil, you need like some CBD, go ahead. Go to florencendida.com and you'll be able to pick it up. FLORENCIDAD. I forgot the E. There's an E in there somewhere. Hey, y'all. Florence Anita. Yeah. All right, y'all. Next.
But again, if y'all want to plug your advertisement, please let us know, and we'll make sure we get that on here.
Please do.
Next, we have third quarter. For a second there, I thought CJ and Corey were going to box. You know what? Boxing on the 7th, the undisputed super middleweight champion, Canelo Alvarez, lost in a unanimous decision to WBA super light heavyweight world title champion Dimitri Bivol. Canelo, who moved up in weight to 175, fall from number 1 in ESPN's and Sports Illustrated pound-for-pound boxing rankings. My question is, knowing we have some boxing experts in the room /chat/Zoom, where does Canelo go now? And where would you place the Hall of Fame boxer on your P4P rankings?
Devonte, or Luis, go ahead.
Let me listen. What I learned after watching that fight is 1, there's a reason for weight class, and 2, stay within your lanes. I'm gonna let y'all talk now.
Thank you, Lou. Go ahead, CJ.
Whoo! I mean, Luis ain't wrong. Not on this one. Listen. Not that I don't think that Canelo can't fight at 175, but he definitely doesn't need to jump in going at someone like Dimitri. He is definitely not the first fight kind of situation, which you don't put Canelo on the card unless it's for a championship. I understand that, but it definitely was not a smart decision on his part. And so what's next, bro? I mean, like a lot of people are discussing, do we do the rematch? Do we run it back? Dimitri's already said, listen, while he may want to do a rematch, I need to unify my division first. And so that's what he would like to do. And I would love to see that. I love the idea of all the divisions starting to become unified. That's why Earl Spence, Crawford, we need to see that, my boy. But I also think that we need to actually have a conversation about what's really next for Canelo, which personally I think maybe retirement, bro. Like, you've done a lot. You've done a whole hell of a lot. Oh, no. And I'm not saying there's not fights left on your card. I know there is. But if you get the rematch to Dimitri and you lose, you got to retire after that. There's not a lot of steps that you can do after that. You already unified your own division. You can't go down the weight class because, I mean, it's going to be doing what's going down going to look like for you. You know what I mean? And so I think legit, Canelo need to look at the next 2 to 3 years and say, where's the end mark? Where do I transition into the second half of my career and my life, in which it's no longer being a fighter. I think it's being an exceptional promoter. And he's already talked about some fights he's putting on the tape, and I think that he needs to really start focusing on that end. But if he has some fights left on his card he would like to do, I mean, if he gets the rematch, I hope that he really takes that shit seriously and it stays at 175 during training and not work his way up to 175 as the match is going up, because that's what I think killed his speed was just noticeably different from the highlights that I saw. It just looked like it wasn't Canelo, and he wasn't getting any offense in the way that you would usually see him get offense in. And I think, I mean, part of that is because Dimitri's power was just like, it was obvious. It was obviously different. There was a whole different feel to it. But I really think Canelo needs to rethink trying to get a rematch against him. I know he wants it, but I don't know if it's good for him.
Well, Canelo does have a rematch clause in the contract, so he could activate it. But it'll definitely be more of a pride thing if Canelo wants to do that. My best advice, because I'm gonna be honest, I fanboyed. I immediately thought, Canelo doesn't lose, bro. Ever since the Mayweather whooping, I thought there's just no possible way Canelo doesn't lose. I immediately thought Canelo had a chance until Bivol came out to that piano song. And he didn't say a word. He didn't look at the cameras. He didn't look at people. He didn't look at wife, kids, friends, aunts, aunties, uncle, nothing. That man went to box. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, man, the moment the bell said ding, ding, and they walked up, I didn't notice the height difference until Canelo threw the first punch, and he was punching arms instead of body and head, and the jab just... He wasn't using it effectively that I thought, and it just didn't work. And so it's tough. Congrats to Bivol. That man literally showed that he could beat Canelo Alvarez, even though it was a higher class. But my best advice to Canelo at this moment, for confidence-wise, don't take the rematch. Let Bivol go get unified, because if you get to unify him and you wait, he gets to unify all his belts, and you wait till he does that and then rematch and win, look at you. Now you done unified that class as well. With one fight, he should go ahead and do the Triple G rematch. Get the money. Everybody wants it again. It's the third, the what do they call it? Dang it, I can't. The
trilogy.
There we go. I can't even think of the third trilogy of the fight, and it needs to happen. And I think it'll be really exciting. It'll give him some confidence. I think Canelo, I don't want to say easily, but let's call it what it is. Canelo takes that fight. It'll definitely give him a boost of confidence before, and he could even go back to Benavidez. It's so many other fighters he can take on before he rematches, but eventually Canelo gonna get it back in blood, bro. The man made him look like he didn't know what he was doing to an extent, and Canelo was still trying to fight like he was in the 160s, and that just wasn't it. And so I think for what Canelo definitely is not retirement. Good Lord, that man can make millions and millions of more money, and his health is just fine. He just don't need to be rushing to no big boy weight until the man is ready.
But that's the thing, Devonte. I would agree with you, but I know what's gonna happen next, and he's gonna activate that rematch clause. If he does that shit, I'm telling you, he loses again in the same way. Here's the thing about boxing, right? You can have all the pedigree. You take a loss, no one wants to see that anymore. Deontay Wilder right now, his purse is not going to be anywhere near the bag he got before he faced Tyson for the first time. And that is the issue we have at this point in time, bro. Canelo, you got to be smart with it. If he wants to stay in his division, take the Triple G fight, I would welcome that. And I think that would be a good move, because I think he would, me personally think he would wash Triple G at this point. But I absolutely don't see that happen, and I think there's already discussions about him trying to activate that shit for some time in September, and that is just to me the wrong way to go about it. I would just say, before you even do that, just retire. Just go ahead and retire, please. So
too much money to be made.
Listen, man, I'm just saying, bro, the highlights that I saw where he was looking like Apollo Creed, bro, in Rocky 3, bro. Like
not Apollo Creed.
Yeah, man. It was not looking good.
Rocky 4, by the way, but I got you.
Rocky 4, yes, thank you. But yeah. You know what I mean? So
Devonte really know boxing. Nigga don't.
That's right. I haven't watched Rocky movies like that,
Yeah.
All right.
And if I had to go throw some last minute pieces, boxing fans, y'all, we gotta stop with this perfect record. Like we've had these expectations so high, and I get it. Mayweather, thank you, GOAT, for giving us the lovely record of never being defeated, things like that. But y'all, we gotta be realistic. We got too many great fighters. People are gonna lose. It is not the end of their careers. Stop downing them. Canelo has done literally record-breaking things in this sport and giving us so much. Let it go. It's an L. I know it's tough on the fighters, but like Deontay Wilder, people are still crazy to want to get in the ring with that man unless you really know how to outbox him. So it's certain fighters, y'all just need to let that go. Go ahead, Lou.
I would agree with you, Devonte.
Oh no.
But yo, stop having shitty fights then.
Luis, good fucking point. This is the one fucking thing.
I'm just saying, if you want your record to really mean something, Let's have some real matchups.
And this is not on the fans. This is on the promoters and the fighters. You have spent the last 2-3 decades seeing fights that have been choreographed, and not choreographed to say that people are throwing or anything like that.
Jake Paul.
But you are throwing people to the wolves. You are throwing fighters to the wolves to hype up someone's record. Promoters see a young fighter, say, hey, this is the next great person. We're going to throw him some scraps and let him feast. And we don't need to see that shit. We need to see authentically well-matched fights. That's the reason why UFC is the way UFC is, right? You see fights sometimes that you were expecting to go one way. The Canelo fight is almost as similar. What was the fight? Oh, when Ronda Rousey lost to Holly Holm. Y'all remember that? That loss was was absolutely out of nowhere. We all were like, what the fuck? We were all like, excuse me? And we should have been like, oh, no, yeah, Holly Holm was about that. Holly Holm was really about that. But we didn't. And that was the one fight that I remember being like, wow, UFC really different because you ain't seeing this in boxing like that. So.
Yeah. Once I knew Kimbo Slice could get dropped, I didn't know what life was after that. Because we growing up on the streets knowing that man. Yeah, RP that man. We growing up on the streets knowing Kimbo Slice was untouchable, but UFC, different beast, man. Definitely but different. Yeah, now I agree to that. We gotta keep it competitive. Shout out to I can't remember his name, Shakur Stevenson, and he just fought. Dang it, let me look real quick because I gotta say that man's name right. Yeah, Oscar Valdez. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. Literally, their record's so young. I think about 16, 17-0, and they made a super fight happen at the ages of 24, 23, like babies, bro. And they did not have to do that. They took a big risk on their careers. Now one person has an L and one does it, and they, it's the Floyd Mayweather effect, bro. Like everybody want to be undefeated, and then until then, you want to get the big mega fight. But then now y'all both old, and it's people are just kind of like, oh, it could have been in his prime. No, scrap it up. And that's why I like fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. I mean, it's so many, bro. Like, just they're taking the risk, and that's what we need to start moving towards.
Really, that's why I truly respect Canelo, because he takes fights. He will take a fight, and he will not back down. I mean, the only little muddy thing was the Triple G shit when they were talking about taking some shit. But that was really the only time I think in his whole career where there was some conversation about him trying to back out or whatever. Yeah. Canelo will fight you, and that's ultimately why we see what's going on today in this conversation is he took a fight he should probably not have taken for his record and his career outlook. But maybe we should respect him more for that than anything else.
Yeah.
So.
But speaking of retirement, the only reason I see this ever happen is because due to Canelo's retirement. Jake Paul wants to catch a fade with Canelo, and if you want to do that for entertainment, I would love to see it happen.
Canelo might have to retire because he might go to jail for killing somebody if that happens. Possibly.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. So,
all right, Bree.
We're talking about his walking out part. I thought of the movie Warrior. If y'all have seen that, have you seen that movie?
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Warrior.
Did it not remind you?
Warrior or the Warriors?
Warrior, like the movie.
No, then I know what you know. No.
I think. Oh yes, when they're brothers.
Yeah, you know how he
that
walks out.
That was so sad.
It was a good movie.
Yeah,
that's what it reminded me of whenever we were talking about.
Yeah, fun fact, I watched the movie in church. I don't know why. Yeah.
In church? He was talking about brotherhood or
the pastor showed it. Yeah.
But it's my favorite time. Factor cap, fourth quarter.
What we used to do, y'all.
CJ, if you can hear me clearly, please start out.
All right, y'all. Hey, listen. So we had a conversation last week, and we were asking the question: Is soccer the greatest sport in the world? Now, I'm not gonna ask that question again because that question's already been. We already discussed it, and I think we can go at length another day at a time. But it got me thinking because we were also talking about can certain positions in certain sports transfer to other sports, and if that happens, to me, I gotta ask the question: who is the greatest athlete of all time out of all the sports ever? The greatest athlete of all time.
That's a broad question, my guy.
That's a good point. Then I will pick the person. Then I will pick the person.
Okay.
To me, the greatest athlete
He gonna
of
say Bo
all
Jackson.
time, LeBron James. LeBron James, the greatest athlete of all time, because I know that man could go into any sport and figure out a way to be elite. That's all I know. Factor cap.
That's I love my boy LeBron. That's my boy. I was about to go into my uncle Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying, from Akron, Ohio, with the organs playing underneath. I love LeBron, boy. That's cap though. Let me tell you why.
Don't put him in the octagon.
And the reason why I say it is because I can only go off of what I have seen versus what I think. Do I think he could be good? Yes. But boy, I didn't see Bo Jackson be great at two different sports.
That's a good name.
I didn't see Deion Sanders be good at two different sports or both. You know what I'm saying? So
he's good, yeah.
To me,
all-star at two different sports.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And not like, and we talk about Mike. Oh, Mike was in the he wasn't in the majors. Okay, Mike was in the
riding the bus.
Okay, Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson was in the majors and smacking home runs and playing good ball, bro, and were respectively good at what they do on the NFL field. So I don't know, bro. And then when you talk also about just dominating one sport, I'm sure I can put Serena somewhere too.
Oh yeah.
So
that's a good one. That's a good
I don't know, bro.
Too.
So I'm saying that's cap, bro. I'm just saying it's cap because I haven't seen it. But if I had to, my bad, bro. My bad. It's cap. Go ahead, Luis. You could expand a little further.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, hey, she won a major pregnant. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
think about that.
I hate to. Yeah,
that child has won a major.
Why you think she come out? Why? And that's what I was thinking. Teach her some post game, bro. It's over. And then imagine with a year worth of training.
Golf. That's scary.
You think you can put her in the ring?
Oh,
with the work ethic,
I'm sure she can.
That's combat sports. We talk about combat sports.
I'm sure she can tussle.
I'm just saying, man. Athlete, super athlete. Yeah, but I like that question the way we worded it now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go cap on that. I love LeBron, but I baseball don't know. Golf. He probably did it for fun, but Curry will watch him.
Right, Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Average Joe's out here.
Actually, no, Patrick Mahomes is pretty.
But he would be good. Yeah. I mean, even if I haven't seen Kyler Murray play since high school.
Yeah.
Update y'all. Bucks win. Game.
I know. 3. Yeah. Wow.
Game 7.
Let's go.
Game 7.
Let's go.
Game
Who
7.
predicted the Bucks?
Hey. Smart miss Tatum wide open. Cost him the game.
Did it cost him the game? Anyway, all right, who's next on cap? Who's that cap?
Real quick, that reminded me of that commercial with the gymnast, and I think she was competing against a football player, and they were going up a rope or something, and she did better. I don't know. It was a commercial. So that's the beautiful thing about I think that's the beautiful thing about sports that
Everything's transferable. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
I said it's got to sound like an All-State commercial.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was. I'll have to look it up. My memory's not very good. Anyway, Devonte.
We've been debating this pretty much kind of all day about the MVP and who should have won it. And Joker won it deservingly, but some of us think Embiid could have won it as well because look what his team is doing with him in the playoffs and without him. So my question is, Factor Cap, should the MVP include the regular season and the playoffs from here on out or moving forward? Like, what are y'all thinking? Because we've seen that if you can include Embiid's playoff status at this moment and his numbers, he's probably easily winning this. So that's just my opinion, but it's not my turn. Factor Cap, should the MVP include the playoffs and the regular season?
All right. Listen. Here's the thing. Do we know when the MVP, the actual announcement, is going to be? Do we know when that's going to be?
I think he already accepted his award. I don't know.
He already accepted the award?
Yeah.
Don't they do? I thought they did it at the. You know what? I think I'm thinking of a different thing. Listen, all I'm saying is not the ESPYs. There's don't they do like a Kia?
Like an award ceremony.
The Jimmy
Award? No.
That's like the Kia Awards. That's you talking about where Kevin Durant did the you the real MVP.
Yes. Yeah. They turned it into an award ceremony now, where the MVP gets announced. I thought,
and that actually hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah.
I think
Here's the thing. I don't understand why we don't, because I believe that if you are an MVP, there should be a expectation. I understand that it's a regular season trophy at the moment, but we don't talk about the actual playoffs. We only talk about the regular season and then the finals. Those are two different things. There are two completely different conversations, because Andre Iguodala won the finals MVP for the Warriors.
For holding LeBron to 30 points.
For holding LeBron to 30 points. Andre Iguodala won the finals MVP. That conversation to me is a bit tainted, right? Like you can't really consider the best player in the world as a finals MVP, because really it's only off the performance of a 7-game stretch. But you can, I believe, over the format of the regular season and the playoffs, see enough circumstantial evidence to understand who the real MVP is. And if your real MVP is getting bounced out the first round in a sweep, that's not an MVP to me. That is absolutely not. And I know Jokic has the better stats, the better, I would say, player efficiency average. Barely. But when you talk about the position that the player put his team in, Embiid put himself in a better position for the 76ers, bro. They taking the number 1 seed, possibly to 7 games. We waiting for game 6 to see what happens, but I think they could win that. It's going back to Philly. So what are we really talking about, bro? Because Jokic couldn't even win one.
Just to add to the spice before you go, Luis, because it's not my opinion. Go ahead. Remember, y'all, Jokic also lost Murray and Harris, a lot of people. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Listen, Devonte, I love the alley oops you be giving me.
Go ahead.
Hold on, CJ, because this is what you're doing.
I'm cleaning it up.
Corey, you know exactly where we're going to go right after this. Go ahead.
Hey, CJ, this is what you're doing, bro. You taking an individual award and you giving it team narratives. Because at the end of the day, playoff series is a team sport. And then on top of that, how are you going to measure MVP if everybody got different games? Everybody play 82 games. You want a finals award, bro? Make it to the finals and get it there, bro. Just what you doing?
Can I please just point out the flaws real quick into that?
There is no flaws.
So Luis
Cap.
Okay.
Here's why it's fact. But let me rebuttal to Luis' point. I'm going fact. You said you try to put something individual on a team thing. The MVP, I hate to break it to you, bro, is a team related award.
Yeah.
If your team ain't trash, if your team is trash, you're not winning. Because I can make an argument for how many years that LeBron should have won an MVP. Mm-hmm. So we know that it's not just an individual award. Because the best player in the league was not Jokic this year, bro. I'm sorry, it was not. I can go Embiid. I can even go Giannis. Giannis' stats is almost identical to Jokic.
Yo, but you put Jokic in the 76ers, bro? Stop.
I don't think they would be winning any more games.
My other point is, if you're the true MVP, you will have your team in the position to win. So yes, you can go through the playoffs. Here's what I'm trying to say to you. Yes, you can go. This is why I think it's facts. You can go through to the playoffs, to the finals at least. Because at that point, there's no MVP candidate that should have made it on the list if they weren't even sniffing the playoffs. Name the top 3 finalists.
It was Jokic.
Were they all in the playoffs?
It was Giannis.
Oh, my bad. Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid.
Yes.
All in the playoffs. You see what I'm trying to say? The top are going to be in the playoffs every
and the next
year.
3 names after them, and the next the next 3 names after them would have been Tatum, Luka, and Booker. All in the playoffs.
My point is that the MVP race is always going to end with players who are going to be in the playoffs. Always happens every single year. So then we can go. we're back at the bottom. Let's go through the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. Then is when you decide who was the MVP. Because effectively, in my head, that's when the season is actually done. Because these 2 teams are the only 2 teams left. And then you can have a finals MVP. And back to your point, CJ, LeBron in losing fashion still should have won the MVP.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, bro.
There was no player better in that series than LeBron James. This is fact. They should let their MVP run all the way to the conference finals.
Yes.
and then decide right before the finals who is, and maybe they do end of the year awards, whatever. They should decide then who's the MVP of the year, because you can't be James Harden and you can't be Joker and get bounced. It doesn't matter, bro. You can't tell me you're the MVP and you couldn't win one game.
Not one game,
Yes.
dude. Not
It's
one
a team
game.
sport.
Nope.
But you need your whole squad.
But listen,
you
bro.
acting like this is tennis, bro.
But this is my
Joel Embiid is the example we just gave. The 76ers without Joel Embiid are trash. Joel had to come back with a mask, broken orbital socket, concussion, taking pain shots.
What do you think the Nuggets are without Jokic?
I mean, I get your point.
Embiid is the answer. It's the same
but
thing.
I want you to understand that Jokic and the Embiid, I want to counter this real quick because I need to get in this. Jokic and Embiid are in the same situation if you really want to break it down, because Jokic lost and had to play without his all-star, perennial all-pro teammate.
Giannis ain't got Chris
Middleton, and he winning against, quite frankly, probably the third best team in the league right now.
Best defensive team in the league.
Best defensive team with the defensive player of the year, who ain't got nothing on him. He can't even defend him.
I was waiting on somebody to say Embiid ain't got hurt.
My point is, all I'm saying is, bro, in my head, and obviously this is just my personal opinion, you can't be the MVP. To MVP in basketball means you were the best player, bro.
Yeah.
You were the best player, because if we're going by actual value, somebody else should have won the MVP. You're the best player. That you're trying to tell me that there was nobody better for 2 years in a row than Jokic?
That's
you
my thing too, bro.
You got 0 dubs in the playoffs?
He got it 2 years in a row. In both years, we had to have conversations of, is he really the real MVP of the year? Last year, he had more of an argument, and I can hear that argument again and believe it. This year, I'm not having that shit, bro. Embiid to me represented a true boom or bust season for the Sixers. If they didn't have Embiid, I think they would have been a lottery team. If the Nuggets didn't have Jokic,
bro, we gotta move to the next question.
I think if the Nuggets didn't have Jokic, I think they would still have been trying to play for a play-in spot. I do think that.
You can have the next one.
Luis looks disgusting.
Yo, we got
I love this,
disrespectful right there, man.
I love it.
What's your factor cap, Luis?
Listen, so today I was on Twitter. And I came across a Deion Sanders video talking about how coaches do not make enough money and how they should, because more players are going to be making more money than them.
I don't know if that was the sentiment, but go ahead.
Hey, man, my interpretation, my factor cap, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I ain't correct none of y'all when y'all was talking. I was muted, right? But y'all got something to say every time I got it.
But you wrong. That was
But I'm not, though.
Yes, you is.
Wait, Louis, go, Louis.
Hey.
Okay, so your factor cap is the coaches should get paid more?
Should institutions give coaches more money because players are getting more NIL deals?
Let me go last.
I mean, I'll be quick. I'ma say, damn, I was ready to say it, and now I don't want to say it.
Ain't them like professionals now?
That's a good one.
I mean, but let's be honest. What are league coaches getting paid?
Less than some of the players.
I mean, I know that, but I'm talking about compared to college football, because now
they get paid more on the average. But we talk about college football. Really, only the head coaches get paid.
Yeah, and then so I'm gonna have to say,
but only head coaches though.
I'm gonna have to say cap. I'm gonna have to say cap, because the only reason why I say that is because all Deion was asking for is he wants more staff. Like, I need more qualified staff.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
But money wise,
what is that equate to more money?
I can't.
Nah, bro.
No, because they still get paid decently fair.
Here's how I interpreted it. And maybe I'm wrong. He was trying to say in a professional way, we need some more English in here. Okay? Because these kids finna get out of line.
Yeah.
You got people who, when the kids get money, they're gonna feel like they bigger than something else. They don't listen to nobody need nothing else. Mm-hmm. We need more when he say qualify, he's saying I need some real niggas up in here who know how to handle these people, because these kids finna go crazy. Pay for these people and get them up in here who gonna allow us to maybe slide a little bit backwards when it comes to football.
More help. If Deion Sanders is asking for more help, bro, we in trouble.
Listen.
That's scary, money, dog.
Money.
So in the budget, yes, technically you're right, Lou. But like as salary wise, then
I can't bring that one up, y'all. I can't bring that one up, y'all.
Here we go.
Narratives.
But he's not wrong. It's fact, though. I think I don't necessarily think it's like fact. I just think some of the tactics and stuff will have to change. Or what you're going to do is start changing the culture of coaching. Some of these coaches need to recognize, hey, these players out here making more money. But you know how weird it is? We all work on college campuses or been around college students. For an entire year, even with Chuba Hubbard, but for an entire year, I was really close with Cade Cunningham, knowing that this man was finna be a millionaire as soon as he checked out. And by the way, didn't turn in his key till later. But as soon as he did that,
hey, Ferber boy.
As soon as he did, he ain't here no more. As soon as he did like that, I knew he finna be a millionaire.
Yeah.
So you just have to have the mindset of like,
yeah,
bro, it is what it is. Like right. I got to bring you a little bit like further down. Like for instance, you're not a professional, it's still my team. And maybe you transfer somewhere else, but you got to be a little bit more stern with them. Like, yo, this is where I think the transfer portal comes in big play. Yeah. Because if I'm trying to but the NIL messes that up. You see what I'm saying? So here we go.
What the hell is Saban doing, bro?
Listen, bro.
Saban is producing
treating
results.
them like Bob Knight.
He's treating them like Bob Knight, and he's producing results. It's just like the Patriots, right? It's the Patriots way. If I know that I'm gonna get what I want, what I'm saying is,
I know. I was like,
when they was on their streak, if I know what I'm gonna get, what I want with the championship, I'm gonna take all I'm gonna take the Bob Knight throwing the chair, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna take the hard coaching. If at the end it's gonna make me a championship, it's gonna push me up the stock in the draft. I'm gonna get my money and go somewhere else or whatever. So I feel like maybe that's what you gotta get to, but you have to have the results. That ain't easy.
Saban to go, bro.
Hell,
been waiting.
No.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna tell you this. While I understand the way Luis phrased the question is my response to that. If Deion was saying in a matter of staff and like getting a bigger budget for the staff, that's one thing. That is one thing.
What does more money mean, CJ?
I would think you talking about personal salaries, bro. When you start talking about a head coach saying that he needs more money, I'm thinking you're asking. I'm thinking the way that you phrase it. I'm thinking you're saying that Deion is saying that the head coach need to get paid more if the players about to get paid more, right?
Offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, O-line coaches.
Listen, hey, let's be honest. Those people are still getting paid. The coordinators are getting paid. The staff under them may not get paid as much, but if you go to
development staff,
if you go to the professional league, them motherfuckers ain't getting paid as much as either. It's the same situation. The professional league where players are getting billions,
not billions.
Collectively, not collectively.
Hey, Patrick Mahomes, and then
Patrick Mahomes getting every year. I'm about to say by the end, he's gonna half of that. What I'm saying is this, bro. Like we are talking about an industry in which those players didn't get shit. And I'm not talking about the top tier players who was getting stuff under the rug. I'm talking about the supporting players who still ain't getting shit today. They not making money off of NIL just because there's a new rule that says that you can now. And so when you're talking about personal salaries, no, hell no. But if you're talking about increasing the budget so we can get some more qualified staff to deal with it, sure. I'm okay with that. I think that is a reasonable request, and I also believe that we need to have a conversation about what reasonable. We need to have a conversation about what reasonable is, because with more money needs to come more training about how to identify and have those conversations with the players. Because I don't necessarily believe that people can just walk into any situation and just
oversight for sure is needed.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
read an article this morning, bro. Shout out to Jade, my colleague Jade Webb.
We love Jade.
She sent me an article. First off, 6 o'clock in the morning. What you doing? But it was said NCAA aims to limit booster role in funding for athletes. So they're trying to stop the boosters from pumping money into the NIL. That's interesting. I just want to let y'all know. I'll share this
They can
article
still
with
get
y'all.
around that though.
Oh, I'm sure they could, but like,
yeah. How many? Like you just gotta have a different entity that can just funnel the money through.
Okay, Mr. Offshore bank account.
What they're upset about? What they're upset about? If
don't you know UT?
What are they upset about?
What they're upset about strictly is the money coming from what seemingly is the school. So the school is paying them. They're worried about the connection to the school because the boosters essentially are acting as a representative of the school. It's different like if Toyota were to pull up to a player's house and like, I'm gonna give you this car because you have signed on as a D1 athlete for this Power 5 team. They're worried that the school is like, I'm gonna give you this car because you come into our university, and that is the difference. That is the problem that they're trying to.
But if I'm a booster, right? If I'm a booster, I don't go there. My affiliation is that I've given the school money before because I enjoy the school.
Sure.
Right. Then I am an entity myself. I am no different than Toyota. Toyota doing the same thing.
Well. The key difference is if Toyota gonna give the same player the same deal if he goes to if it's based off the player or is it based off the school that they're going to, and I think that's what they're trying to iron out. The problem is, and Corey, this is where I NIL is what it's gonna be, and the NCAA has no legal bearing on what the fuck is gonna happen over the next couple of years. No. Schools will sue the fuck out of the NCAA if they try to say that they're not going to be able to give money to players at this point. They should have known this 7 years ago, bro. The day that the name, image, and likeness lawsuit was not in the favor of NCAA, they should have realized they needed to change them rules ASAP to create some type of oversight. But they ain't doing it now. They waited and they messed up. So that's on them.
Hold on. You can't do oversight in the NCAA. You got to leave it to the universities, and that's a slippery slope. But Bree, you're right. Go ahead.
All right, Corey, wrap it up for us. Factor cap.
Oh, it's on me. All right, man. My factor cap is just a little bit different, bro. It don't have nothing to do with. It's just a thought I had the other day. Factor cap, the age limit for professional sports should be eradicated.
As in youth or?
No. So let me set it up a little bit better. In other countries and in other elsewheres of the world, you can be 12 and be a professional player if you're that cold.
Luka.
If you're that cold, you can do that.
Neymar.
Why do we have the one and dones? It got to be 3 years removed from football. Factor cap, the age requirement restriction should be removed.
I don't think it's like an age requirement. I think it's more like, you should allow a kid to like be a kid. You know what I mean?
I think that's why I'm gonna be quick and say cap only because just it depends on the sport, man.
It also does. Like we're talking about football,
basketball. We're different from here and overseas. Overseas, you come out the womb knowing how to dribble. You know what I'm saying? Like your conditioning is like, no, I'm being real, bro. Come on, bro. Luka was hooping when he was
Luka was hooping at 13.
Luka was hooping.
Right. But my point is that he was trained. He didn't just
But I mean, his football, you're not doing that in the U.S.
I mean, also you have academies over there too. So you want the Chicago Bulls to be investing in the local high school, and then local universities are becoming more.
Could you imagine the Star Academy in Dallas?
Exactly.
Holy fuck!
Bro, they'll go to Skyline High School alone and grab all the talent.
But that would mean the end for collegiate sports too.
Would it?
Yeah, I mean, there would be a bigger discrepancy. You would have elite players going to academies, and then you would have people who still need developing or the proper development going through that high school.
That's still
but the gap between what you're going to be at college, between going through academy by the time you're 18 and they're 18, is going to be monumental.
Corey, tell me the last time you watch English university soccer.
Who?
The last time I watched English
university soccer.
It's been a while.
English university soccer?
Football?
English.
Oh, you talking
university.
About bro, okay. But I know where you're going, but here's my point with that when it comes to that. College sports will always be a thing, whether it be amateur or professional or whatever. And you also have to recognize that these professional sports, there's not too many of them, right? There are way more college athletes. What is the percentage of people who make it to professional sports, specifically when you're talking about college athletes?
It's like 2%.
Yeah, okay, very low.
So there's still going to be a very lot of people who are not playing professionally who are still going to play college sports. College sports will not be eradicated. It will just look different than how it looks like right now.
But I argue
Corey hitting us with the Game of Thrones meme.
I argue that college sports is already on the downwind. I argue that college sports is always already headed towards a direction where the college sports that we know from 10 years ago is not the same college sports.
Mainstream media.
Listen, bro. We 3 out of 4 of us are higher ed professionals. Tell me that higher ed right now is not heading in a direction where we're a little bit worried about it, right?
But why
are we a little bit worried?
But this is the thing. The reason why I want to scale this out. The NBA has changed. A different era in the NBA. The NFL has changed, different area in NFL. You can see every single year the MLB changes. These sports change with the time. That's what happens with time.
NASCAR is changing.
Even NASCAR. So that's everything changes with the difference of times. At the end of the day, and I would even say, maybe you call it minor leagues or whatever else. The thing that makes college sports so excitable for most people is that for a lot of teams, it's trash people playing.
True.
You do this, we still gonna have trash people playing college sports. So it's still gonna be there.
I know, but the product gonna be a lot worse. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so bad for NCAA, but
that's the thing. That's the thing, right? When you take away the premier athletes from college football, I don't know, man. I ain't watching. I love that y'all love Tarleton, but I ain't watching Tarleton games like that, my boy. I'm really not. And they got some cold athletes. They ain't premier athletes though. They not USC. They not Texas. They not Oklahoma. They not even Baylor, bro. So
not yet.
Okay. Okay.
Not yet. I mean, every school that has ever jumped up there. Oh, buddy just got drafted. Every school that has ever made the leap to go D1,
I was happy for him too.
We gonna have those athletes. Them athletes gonna be there. That's the other thing though too, is that even when you say premier athletes, just a little jab. Maybe it's a little personal to me. I know some D2 athletes and beyond who way better than these D1s, bro. D1 to me really is about size. That's it, bro. It's some better athletes.
And if you do now, it's size and clout. Size and how much you got. Like, what's the support? Your social media.
I promise you, there's some better athletes Division II that are just smaller.
But there's always a handful of Division II athletes actually drafted. And while there is
size, bro,
98, 99 really point
size, bro.
I know, but I'm talking about when you go to the NFL, when you see the people getting drafted, it's not the Division II. And basketball is even worse. Basketball is even worse. Basketball is so much so that I'll tell you this: soccer and baseball are the only real two sports where you might get someone who gets drafted in the 32nd round of the MLB draft, and he went to the minor leagues and just started booming home runs, and they gonna put him up. But realistically,
that's size don't matter in them sports.
I understand that, but if you're talking about football specifically, you bring it back to the point where they're the people who are coming from Division II, they got size. There's rarely if anybody, who's not coming from Division II that ain't got size and athleticism. They just weren't good prospects who got hype like that.
I promise you, I'm telling you right now, as a dude that went from D1 to D2, on an average wide, D2 is about you not having the size.
Yeah, so they're better technically.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes they're better athletes, but they're just not. They're not big enough, especially in the premier positions. For instance, what's the dude? How many NFL dudes? You know when they do a little story, an NFL dude, and like, oh, he just started playing football 3 years ago.
David Ajabo. He played junior.
How tall are all them dudes? How big are them dudes? Huge. All of them got to be 6'3" or up.
You
want to know why? You know what my coach used to say all the time in high school? Hey, you're really good, but we can't coach size. All the time. You be big, I can coach you into being good.
Oh, my heart.
That hurt my feelings.
I remember that exact conversation actually. Hold on.
Okay, so you hear me, bro. I'm telling you, I can pull up D2 people who were cold, who are way better than some of these D1 people, but the D1 people got the size that the people are gonna say, you know what, I can make him lose a little bit of weight, and I can coach him up, but I can't give him. He got a 7 foot wingspan, and he's 6'2", trying to play guard. I need that.
Before we end this, I want to give a shout out real quick to Bill Belichick for looking at the. I might get mad on draft day, but The man goes to Lenore Rhine and get me a Cal Duggar and Chattanooga, Tennessee, and get me a, I'll just, I appreciate the dude for going to those schools and looking out for the D2 and schools we never heard of. So just want to shout that out real quick.
Louis said let the kids be kids. Go ahead.
Can I collectively say that y'all all said Cap?
No, not everybody.
Okay. Devonte, that wasn't you then? You fact?
I know. I guess I was Cap. I guess we all was. Yeah, you're right. It was Louis' question.
I'm fat.
I think we all
It was
said Cap.
Corey's.
Oh, no. Then I think.
Yeah, we all
Was
said
you
Cap.
Cap? Okay,
Everybody
yeah,
said
no.
Cap. Yes.
You right, Bree. My bad.
We moving on.
Don't put me in a Louis boat. I'm good.
Y'all, that's game. That's a great way to end that. Please, if you are listening, thank you for listening, first of all. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all the fun things to your friends and foes and everyone in between. And hopefully, I don't know, I started saying that. We'll see you again next week. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Deuces.
This is.
Hey, you